Authorities now taking Christopher Darnell Jones Jr. into custody, a student at the University of Virginia who police allege shot at least 5 people on a campus bus, killing 3.
They were Devin Chandler, a second year from Virginia Beach, Virginia, Lavelle Davis, a third-year student from Ridgeville, South Carolina, and Deshaun Perry, a fourth-year student from Miami, Florida. All 3 were members of the football team.
I have 2 people shot. One person's at the UVA box office, lay down, and one person's at the Colbert garage, shot in the chest. Another woman shot where you shot at, in her leg.
The shots first reported at 10:30 p.m. at a garage near the center of campus in Charlottesville.
I heard the gunshots when they originally happened. I'm terrified. I have no words. I never thought I'd be in that kind of situation. It's like I'm calling my family, my friends.
The university has canceled all classes today. Authorities lifted a shelter-in-place order this morning after searching campus grounds for the suspect.
Yet another shooting happening, this time on another college campus. It gives me shades from Virginia Tech from years ago because the same state at University of Virginia, 3 football players currently on the football team were shot and killed by a former football player, allegedly. Let's take a look at a bit of this press conference because the police chief was talking about this and they still hadn't caught up to the suspect, but in the middle of it, they did catch him and then let him know as he's talking. Let's watch more.
Up with Mr. Jones' roommate, who did not report seeing the presence of a weapon. Pardon me. Thank you, Captain. We just received information the suspect is in custody. Just need a moment to thank God. Breathe a sigh of relief.
I mean, they're trying to protect the campus. They don't know what this person's motives could have been or who he possibly was targeting. Next, here's a few more details over on ESPN. They said during this news conference on Monday, University of Virginia President Jim Ryan said 3 Cavalier football players were shot and killed. I just want to give their names. Lavelle Davis Jr. from South Carolina, junior receiver Devin Chandler from North Carolina, and junior defensive end and linebacker Deshaun Perry. He's from Miami, Florida. So those 3 apparently were targeted and shot and killed. I think they were come back from a field trip to DC or going towards it, and it was a chartered bus, and the suspect then jumped on and started opening fire. There's more details though based off of this whole thing with his gun possession and all that. Let's jump down to graphic 5, you guys. As the police chief, Tim Longo, he talked about Darnell and the red flags that led up to this whole thing. Jones had come to campus authorities' attention in September when authorities found out that Jones had made a comment about possessing a gun to someone that was, quote, unaffiliated with the university. That's what he said at the news conference. But that person never actually saw the gun in question, so what can you do? I understand that. Through the course of the threat assessment team's investigation, we learned of a prior criminal incident involving concealed weapon violation that occurred outside the city of Charlottesville in February of 21. That's what Longo said, adding that the suspect was required to report that incident to the university, but never did. I don't know why that's the process. The school's judicial council took over the case and the results are pending. Jones was also involved in a hazing investigation on campus that was closed because witnesses would not cooperate. I really want to know what that was about. And lastly, it is what they said, important to share that information with you, is what he said, to let you know that he has been called to our attention. So the football coach also talked about the devastation there and how great of humans these 3 players were. There was 2 other folks that were injured, as was pointed out in that first report. Looks like they're gonna make it though. But Sharon, this is just one of those devastating cases again that we wonder why.
I have a child. You're a parent too. I can't even imagine the sheer terror, and to watch that police chief in real time get the news that they got him. They got the suspect after hours of this. To see that was raw horror to relief. Okay, it's horrible enough, but to know that okay, we can stop this thing now before anybody else is hurt. It's just horrific. It's a horrific thing, and it's going to take. Gosh, will you ever get over this? Those students who were there, who saw things, it's just devastating.
That's what I was thinking because first thing I thought of, I heard University of Virginia. I was like, again? But I was like, no, that was Virginia Tech. Mm-hmm. That was what, in 2004 or 5? It's it's never gonna leave your minds. And yes, these are adults, they're in college, but it's still one of those things. You mentioned being a parent. You still go, hey, my 19-year-old's off at college across the country, in this case, and across several states away for these three, and you don't want to ever receive that phone call. You don't want to hear about your young adult kid having, ending this way, and you want some answers. I hope we get them. I hope something else is done. It's continuing, and we're just gonna accept it now, I guess. By the way, some details on that field trip. They just returned from a field trip late on Sunday when they were gunned down near a school bus on the Charlottesville campus. I thought it was a charter bus they had taken because they'd gone to DC for something. And one of his father, Chris Jones Sr., told CNN affiliate that his son was real paranoid about something, but he wouldn't tell me everything. Details will come out. It's really sad at the end of it, and what precautionary or what, factors could have been put in to stop this. That's always my question, and who knows right now. It's sad. I hate this.